Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. In this lesson we're tackling Garden Party by Rick Nelson. I'm going to show you the acoustic rhythm part along with those lead lines that you can add to the end of the song. Thanks a lot for tuning in. If you're already subscribed, really appreciate your support. But if this is your first time, my name is Jimmy, and on this channel we do gear videos, technique lessons, and song lessons just like this one. So if you enjoy this kind of content, be sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing. Now, as always, at any point during the video, you can check the lesson plan in the description box below. There you'll find equipment details, tips and tricks, along with timestamps so that you can skip to different parts of the video. Now, as we mentioned at the beginning of the video, we're taking a look at Garden Party by Rick Nelson, or Ricky Nelson as some of us still like to call him. But we're going to look at the song in the key of D, just like it's recorded. So we're going to show you some simple versions of the chords, along with some descending bass patterns that you can use. And I want to make sure that we're going to look at those lead lines that come closer to the end of the song, those acoustic guitar lines that really add to the track by filling in some space outside of the vocals. So we're going to check out those lead lines near the end of the video. So be sure to stay tuned, but now let's go to the closer. Now we're going to divide the song up. We're going to break down the rhythm guitar parts, and then after that I'll show you the lead lines on the acoustic. To break up the rhythm, let me show you the chords that we need for each section of the song. So we're going to break the song up into 3 different sections. We're going to have the intro, we'll have a verse, and then a chorus. And that's basically everything we need to make up the song. So we need a D major chord, a G major, and you'll notice usually I play the G major with my 2 fingers down here at the bottom, or my ring finger barred, my 3rd finger barred. And I do that in this song especially just so that we can get these high ringing notes up at the top there. And then we need an A major. So you can play it the standard way. A lot of times when I play the song, you'll see me play it with just my 1st finger barred right there. And those are the 3 main chords that we need for the entire song. In one section of the verse, we will have a descending bass pattern, and you'll see us use our pinky to do a D over C sharp, and then a B in the bass, and then an A in the bass. But all in all, those are really all the chords that we need for the song. So let's talk about the intro. Now, I'm going to show you 2 versions of the intro. I'm going to show you the easy, straightforward one, and then one with a little bit more bass movement. Let's start with the easy one. Here's how it sounds. Okay, so the intro starts with this walk up on the bass strings, open A, 1st finger 2nd fret, 3rd finger 4th fret, and then to the D chord. And then the intro is 1 bar of D, and then 2 beats of a G and 2 beats of an A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So all together with the walking bass. There's your intro. Now that's the easy, straightforward version. The one with the interesting bass line actually follows the bass player in the song. So the bass player plays a D, a B, and then walks up on that G, A. So his bass line sounds like this. So if you're interested in doing it, you can add that bass line to your acoustic guitar part very simply. The only difference is on that first bar with the D. So you'd have 2 beats of a D, and then put your first finger down here on this B note and use that for the next 2 beats of the bar. And then G, A, just like the other version. So it sounds like this with that little bass line. And now you're ready to go into the verse. So the verse is pretty straightforward. Let me go ahead and play it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you listen to it straight through, you'll notice it's 2 of the same patterns repeated. The first 4 bars of the verse are just 1 bar of D, 1 bar of G, 1 bar of D, and 1 bar of G. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the strum pattern for that is down, down, up, up, down, up. Down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up. And now the second line of the verse has this descending bass line. Here's how it sounds. So what we're doing there is we're playing a D chord. And you'll see as we strum through this, it's down, down, up. And now your next bass note would be 4th finger, 4th fret on the A string for a C sharp. Same strum pattern. Now use your first finger on the B, 2nd fret of the A string. And then open A over your D chord. So that's your descending bass pattern. And then finish with G, A, so if we put both halves of that first part of the verse together, here's how it sounds. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit slower now. Here it is. 2, 3, 4. you take that whole pattern right there, repeat it one more time, and you have an entire verse. Now let's look at the chorus. Let me play it for you all the way through. This is the part, well, it's all right now, I learned my lesson well. Here it is. So nice and straightforward. That's just 2 beats of a G, 2 beats of an A, and then D. And you do that twice. 2, 3, 4. Second line is 1 bar of G, 1 bar of D, and then that same phrase again you just did, the G, A, D. Here it is. So now put those 2 lines of the chorus together, and here's what you have. 2, 3, 4. So that's your chorus, and after every chorus except for the first one, you go into the break, which is where they do the little vocal line plus either the guitar fills or acoustic guitar fills. And those chords are the same as the chorus. So it's just as if you repeat another chorus. So now you have all sections of the song. Let's just review them together. You have the intro. You have the verse. And then now you have the chorus. Now repeat that and you have the break. And there's all of your rhythm guitar parts for the song. Now let's take a look at the acoustic lead guitar lines. So let's look at these acoustic guitar licks that come at certain points of the song. We're going to look at 2 licks that come near the end of the song, and then we're going to do the ending of the song. Now the one thing to note is on the recording, the acoustic guitar lines are in drop D tuning. So what I've done here is I've taken my low E string and moved it down to a D. So I'm going to show you the licks in drop D, but then I'll also show you how to play them without retuning the guitar. If you want to just play the rhythm in standard tuning, I'll show you how you can play the licks as well. Now here's the first lick. Let me show you what it sounds like. You'll recognize it right away. So it's a great little line. We're starting with this slide, 3rd finger, 2nd fret of the D string, slide up to the 4th, and then descend down to the D, the A string, 2nd fret, and then do this little hammer on. So So that's hammer on A string to the 2nd fret and then open D. Then you do the hammer on again. Now the next part of the phrase sounds good with that low D. So we're sliding up again, the E to the F sharp. And this time go up to 2nd fret on the G string for that A note. Now back down to the F sharp, 3rd finger, 4th fret on the D string, and we're going to pull off down to the D. And now here's the ending phrase. It's a quick hammer on, A to B, the 2nd fret, up to the open D string, and then down to that low D that you tuned. It sounds like this. Put that second part of the phrase together. Here's how it sounds. So if you put those two halves together, you get the entire first lick. Here's what it looks like. A little bit slower. Now here's what you would do if you wanted to play it without tuning to drop D. Play the lick exactly the same way, but skip that last D note and play it twice on the open D string, like this. So that's your first acoustic lick that's found in the song. Now that lick comes after, it comes in the break after the 3rd chorus. It comes at the end of the break. Now let's look at the second lick. It's very similar to the first one. This one comes in the break after the 4th chorus. Here's what it sounds like. Okay, so you notice some similarities already. The second half of this lick is just like the first one. But now here's how it begins. It starts with this descending scale pattern right down the major scale. And that is 3rd fret on the B string to open B. 2nd fret on the G string to open. And then 3rd finger, 4th fret on the D, down to the 2nd fret, and then open. So put those three together. It's exactly right down the major scale. And then just add your hammer on again. And now finish it the same way that you did the first one. So put those two halves together, nice and slow. Here's the second lick. Do it one more time, real slow. 3, 4. Now again, if you want to play this without being in drop D, you just end the same way as the other one. Just stay on that open D note. Okay, now let me show you the ending. This comes right at the last phrase of the song. You'll recognize it like this. So it's a cool little bass pattern there that the guitar plays. Now again, we're still in drop D here, so let me show it to you if you want to play in drop D. Here's what it looks like. You're going to do a quick pick on the open D string, and then you're going to go down to your low E string, which is tuned down to the 4th fret. So you can do it like that. You can do 1st finger, 4th fret, and then go up chromatically. So 1st finger, 2nd finger, 3rd. Okay, so once you get that, then go open A, and then finish on the D. Now let me show it to you. I'm going to tune up real quick here. Okay, here's what it looks like if you're going to play in standard tuning. Same rhythm, same idea. All we're doing is playing that line at the 2nd fret of the low E string. Here's what it looks like again. Okay, and that's your ending to the song. Now, if you want to use a pretty cool chord at the end, this is kind of like a little bonus. You can play that line and then end on a D6 chord. You can play a D6 right down here. So that's your G, B, and E strings barred at the 7th fret. So if you add that at the end, it sounds pretty cool. And those are all of the little lead lines to Garden Party. Alright, so today's topic. What are some of your favorite songs by Ricky Nelson? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's get the conversation going and see how we can help each other out. Thanks again for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe for more videos just like this, and we'll see you on the next one.